Sentiment seule forme pour sous la terre. On tempête, on vague la mouche à l'air, on vous envahit tout comme moi. Ni doute, on savent que c'est fou. Quoi qu'il en coûte, cap out tout. Face au monde, vous et moi. Laissez-moi promettre vous, baby. This land is forever, you and me. Your news and ways, you pleasing me. Mais on se souhaite m'ennuie, pas j'en lague moi, baby.
Mic check. Damn, this mic is loud. Oh. I just love my own music. What it do, what it does. Welcome to the club, Shatter Gang. What it do, my brothers and my sisters. I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're doing okay. Life is good for you. Whether you're in quarantine or not, whether you are wearing your mask or not, whether you believe or you don't. Hey, we're on the same game. We're on the same boat. And this show is brought to you by shadawear.com. Today I'm fully dressed in Shadawear. This is the Fleur de Mariage bomber jacket and the BLM cap. BLM can mean whatever you want. I don't know. Big love mamas. Or whatever you want. Anyway, this is a new cap I just ordered. I just received it. It's nice, huh? Just received it from the store. Today was the first time I wore it. I like it. And this one I had it for some time, but hey, you have to. And in my next video, I will be only wearing Shadawear stuff. That's gonna be fine. That's gonna be fun. And this show is brought to you, as I said, by Shadawear. Today it's brought especially by I'm gonna make you discover some of the stuff we have on the store on every episode. So on today's episode is brought to you by the Afro Beats is the Future t-shirt. So that's the t-shirt. We have it in all these colors. And yeah, it's a nice one. It's a nice t-shirt. You can get it on the store, shadawear.com. You know how we do. I hope everybody is in good spirit. I hope the sound is fine, because the sound has been spotty since I got this new microphone with his own sound card. I'm not really happy about it. The last episode, it's strange that nobody told me, but the sound was skipping a little bit. It was some strange thing, and I think it comes from this. So the solution I have for now is I'm using a program called Loopback to set up all the stuff. So let me show you. Let's just have fun. Let me show you. Oh no, wait, how do I do that? Unlock that. Wait. Don't worry, you got it. So I have to unlock the scene. So that's what I'm using right now. So this program is interesting. I got the microphone coming up there, Elgato Wave on the top. I have the sound of the microphone. And here I have the sound of Spotify that is playing my own music. I have a song that is looping, one of my songs looping. And then in case I want to play something from YouTube or from the internet, I got Chrome, and everything else doesn't appear. And then everything goes inside of my program, because so that microphone, let me change this back to Chrome. Yeah, so this microphone it's nice. I like it and stuff, but I think their router that is doing exactly the same thing as my program here, but inside of the microphone. I think there's a problem. There's a conflict between the USB. Maybe with all the things I've plugged on this computer, maybe there's a conflict somewhere. I don't know. I don't have time to check. My sound was working before I was using it, so if it's not working, I'm gonna do it a different way. And actually, I'm buying a new microphone. This microphone has a great quality, and it's great to have a USB microphone for that. But I got this new microphone that came out that I really want, and I'm gonna replace this one. And this one, I'm gonna give it to a friend of mine who might need a microphone. And yeah, that was just the technical part. Anyway, welcome to the Shatter Gang. Bonjour, bonsoir, bon dia, bonne nuit. Hello, good morning, good night, good evening, or good night. Guten Tag. I don't know how you say that night. Buenas tardes, or buenas noches. Sango malamu, sango nini, etc., etc. I hope everybody's doing fine. Happy birthday, Mr. CV Beats. I hope you had a great birthday. I hope your birthday went fine. I hope you celebrate in the right way. You had a cake for your 18 years old. You just bought some studio headphones. I like that. It's nice. Future Soundbeat, what up, brother? How are you doing? I hope you're fine. Hello, Emmanuel. How are you, Emmanuel? Everybody put some hearts and everybody celebrate everybody say happy birthday to Mr. CV Beats with some hearts in the comments. So to all the people watching, I don't see your likes. A lot of people are here, but they didn't put a like. So put a like. Click the like button, but there's at least 10 people missing that didn't like. I see you. Good evening, Mr. Bruno Rodriguez. How are you, brother? How are things going? Wow, 77 playbacks already. Hey, Beatriz. Mucho obrigado. No, muchas gracias, Irma. Yeah, I gotta send you one, Beatriz. I'll send you a message. What up, Mr. Simmons? How are you? Good spirits? Everybody good? Sips, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Thanks. Yeah, I just have to continue ordering more from my collection so I can just replace all my Zara t-shirts with Shada t-shirts, and then I'm gonna start wearing only my stuff because it's synergy. If you have different brands, you make them work together, and then you use one of your show to promote your brand, one of your brand to promote your show, etc., etc. Hey, Crystal Killer, what up? Ça fait longtemps. Comment ça va? Hello, Pretty Lips, Rosa Fly. How are you? Don't forget that you can support this show with your super chats, your donations, or by buying something from my store, shadaware.com. Heather, how are you doing? I hope you are good. Hello, Miss Thérèse, comment ça va? What do you do, Mr. Callisto? Hey, nice. Merci beaucoup. So, I hope everybody is fine. The sound is good. This is a new setup, and my setup is gonna change again before the next episode. So, bear with me. But I hope everybody's hearing everything. That the music is not too loud in the back because I have my own mix in my ears. You are receiving something different. So I hope that everything is good for you. If there's any problem with the sound, just let me know. What it do, comment ça va? So some updates about the state of the world. In Portugal, so the new rules that we have now, so they change every week. They see the number of cases, and then they see how the hospitals are what up, dear cousin? They see how the hospitals are full or not of people that are suffering from the COVID, and then they see what they have to do. So the rules here for the next 2 weeks are from 1 p.m. till 5 a.m. on the weekend. So yesterday, today, you have to stay home. So starting 1 p.m. until tomorrow morning. So in the morning, that's what we went to do. With my wife and I and my daughter, we went to just, we went in front of the water in our neighborhood. We took a good 1 hour walk, went for some groceries, and then we came back home for around 12. I think we left the house at around 11 in the morning, or maybe earlier. Took a long walk in the park in front of the house. So we live in front of the water, so it's beautiful. And after that, we just came home, and they were watching their thing in the living room, and me, I was really tired today. I don't think I slept enough yesterday. I was on my, when we are us geek, when we start going in the computer stuff and trying to understand the settings and the problems that we have with the technique, then we start geeking out. And I didn't sleep that much. I think I fell asleep around 5 a.m. and then I woke up at 8, so I was really tired. But I really wanted my daughter to enjoy her day and not just stay there at home doing nothing. So we just went outside. She loves picking up flowers and running in the parks. So we just took her there. We just let her enjoy and look at the water. She loves to look at the water and say that the fish are sleeping. So the marée was low today, so there was no water. So, and she was like, "Oh, there's no more water. All the fish, where are they? They're sleeping in the." I said, "Nah, the marée is down. The water will come back." "No, Dad, there's no more water." I was like, "Oh my God." Let me see if I have. I think I have some photos of today on my Instagram. So that's in front of the house. As you can see, boom. So that was us in front of the house, and so the water today, the water was really like there. Usually it's up to there. So and she was like, "There's no water." Kids. Yesterday I had a great dinner with Nelson Freitas and Bashiru, as a friend of us who has a restaurant. It was at his restaurant actually, and this woman is called Ana Sofia. She's a presenter on TVI, Portuguese television. She presents the news, so it's fun it's funny to talk with somebody and have fun at night and have a dinner and chill with her and her husband and some friends, and then the next day you see her super serious, being there talking about the news, saying there's tive 4,000 novos casos de Covid. So it's funny to hear her with her news voice and her, chill voice. So that was fun. We had a great time, and I actually I did a new beat. When I do beats for Nelson Freitas, I know when is the right one or not. And this one I knew. I was like, that's the one. So I made him listen, and I was like, yeah, let me know if you like it. And he was like, oh yeah, that's the one. So he's gonna record soon this new song that I did for him. And Virgul was also there at this dinner, and we decided to do some track together. We want to go in something more funk, so that's gonna be fun. Club Shada is awake today. The chat is on fire. All right, my engineer is here. I know that when my engineer is here, all troubleshooting is good. Yeah, as you didn't see, but yeah, I changed the whole thing. I prefer using loop back, and I'm gonna keep using loop back. And I'm getting the new microphone, the Shure MV7. This microphone is a beauty. It's a beast. So this is my next microphone. Yeah, I don't want it. That's my next microphone. I'm gonna get that, but I don't want this color. I want the black one. I mean, this color is not so bad, but yeah, that's the one I want, the black. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna order this tomorrow, and then I've been watching some tests like it really has a great quality, and I guess the way I wanted to do with that program, it doesn't work. With loopback everything works fine. So I'm gonna use loopback. Mr. Little Morrow, what up, brother? So Little Morrow is in Paris, and while everybody's quarantined because he's working, and he's driving around Paris, and he told me that he's been seeing big rats. Yo, that's a problem. Wow, you watch all the episodes that you missed? Wow, amazing. Thank you so much. My pleasure. It's my pleasure. Today I'm gonna give some more cartouche. Yo, Mr. Moto Music representing Zimbabwe. What up, brother? How are you? Are you fine? We got to do a new episode together. So I'm waiting for you. Alexandre, what up? Comment cela va-t-il? Miss Julie, what it do? How are you doing? I hope you're fine. So, yeah. So I was talking about those rules here in Portugal, and we're trying to make the best out of it. Like I told you before, I'm not a person who see all the events and see it as issues. I think everything is an opportunity to change, to find new ways to do things differently. And I see that a bunch of people are already going back to Instagram Live. So it's funny when you go to Instagram and you start seeing like all the live rounds up there, and you're like, oh, there they go again. I don't know if people will have the same energy to go live again, especially if it's been 8 months that they don't make money. And yeah, I mean, unless it's just to connect with people, I understand, but like I told to all the artists that I know, but I mean, you know me, I'm not a person who talks like 1,000 times to the same people. I told everybody, guys, leave Instagram alone. Just post your photos there. From time to time, come do a live if you want. But you should do your lives on YouTube, because not only you can receive super chats from your fans, you can have a better sound. You can plug you are all musicians, you have home studios, you can plug your sound in there and have a better sound in Instagram, even if you want to play music. And you can even have every live you do can stay there. Because something that saddens me as a creator is imagining the amount of people who have been performing and singing something with their guitar or with their piano or playback or with a band or whatever, and all of them do it on Instagram because they believe that, yeah, everybody's there. And it's true. There's a lot of people on Instagram, but 8 months after the first quarantine, all this content has disappeared. All this content is nowhere to be found because they were doing lives, and when the live was over, yeah, they were just happy to say, yo, I had 2,000 people. Oh, I had 6,000 people. Oh, I had X amount of people. But then everything is just gone forever. And if you have great moments, but they are just something that lasts for the moment and then disappears, yeah, there's an artistic, philosophic side to it. But don't you want to be happy to go back to something you did in March, something you did in April, and watch it again? Just for the memories. Don't you want to come back in 10 years and ask yourself, hey, what was I doing during the quarantine? I remember I had my guitar and I was singing some songs, or I was doing this, or I was cooking, or I was talking to people, or I was creating my show, or I was DJing, whatever. And then you're like, oh, I wish I had those images. I wish I had this footage of that moment when I recreated myself, where I reinvented myself. And a lot of these guys who are doing lives on Instagram, everything is gone. Everything is gone because sometimes Instagram will tell you, hey, do you want to save your video? And sometimes you can save your video, or sometimes you will think about it and go to some plugin and download your video from in the 24 hours that it's there. But most of the time, everybody will forget. And the beautiful thing about YouTube or Twitch or Vimeo, whatever you use to live stream, is that everything you are doing right now live is recorded, and it stays in the platforms. It stays on your channel. And instead of feeding Instagram and having Instagram funnel all your fans to their advertising, and they make the money, and they just tell you, yeah, we give you something for free, so we make the money. Isn't it smarter to go on YouTube, where YouTube tells you, well, listen, we're going to take 40% of the money, but yeah, we'll give you 60% of the money, or 75% of the money. We take 35%. I don't remember what is the share, but yeah, we'll show some ads when people watch the thing again, or when people watch your highlights of Club Shada, or yeah, we'll put an ad here and there. we'll put the ad before the comments, or we'll put the ad on the side, or we'll put the ad before the video. And whatever money we make, yeah, we share with you. So you cannot cry if you are an artist, if you are doing live shows, or you just going live to talk with people on Instagram. You cannot cry that you cannot pay your rent, and at the same time, when there are solutions that you can use to pay your rent or to help you pay your rent, and to be able to archive as well all these moments, because this is a moment that for our generations, this is going to be a unique moment that will be like, yeah, I was there, I lived that, I remember that. In history, they will talk about this moment where the whole modern world was on its knees, and you're going to be here saying I was there. But then when people are going to ask you, yeah, but where were you? Like, what did you do? Some people will be able to say, yeah, I opened a YouTube channel, I started doing beats live, or I opened a YouTube channel, I start cooking, I opened the OnlyFans, I start stripping, etc., etc., etc. And the Brazilians did it perfectly. As soon as this thing started, they were all there on YouTube, QR codes. That's where I got the idea for the QR code. They were there with the QR code, singing, doing like super production with like millions of people watching the live. And I was like, yo, look at that. Look at that. And a lot of people, I think they don't have the vision. They don't see it. They don't understand what to do. And I mean, hey, you know, to each one their own. Everybody do how they want. But as I see everybody going back to Instagram, because we in France, people are in quarantine again for 4 weeks, I think. We don't even know if they will let people get out their house for Christmas in France. In Portugal, you know, they are slowly putting more restrictions, but it's still very, it's okay, you know, comfortable. You can order Uber Eats every day. You can walk around before, I mean, in the week, you can walk around before 11 p.m. And in the weekends, it's before 1 p.m. So it's not that restrictive, in my opinion. And listen, to me, if it can save lives, I don't mind doing my duty, especially after being sick. And so I know what it is. And yeah, the U.S. the U.S. election is like, it seems like it's Guinea-Bissau or Congo or Gabon or Cameroon, like telling that guy he lost. The guy's like, nah, I didn't. Yo, they're lying. And he knows that he lost. But now he's here trying to delegitimize the election process of a democracy. And the game he's playing is very dangerous. But I think he's playing this game because he knows he has a lot of power. What's going on with Trump that you see right now is a cult of personality with somebody who's a narcissist. And the people that believe in him, they believe in him like if he's an evangelist. Like he can open a church tomorrow. He will have millions of people. And that's very interesting. But it shows you like the state of the world. We are in a world where everybody wants to be praying to a totem. Everybody wants to be praying on something, somebody, some entity, or some pastor, and they want to. It seems like everybody wants to leave their ability to think to other people. They just want to have somebody that they follow, and that's it. And I don't know if it's because of this, in this world of social media, in this world where everybody is oh, thank you so much, Era Simmons, including us. Thank you so much. It's it is this thing where it feels like people don't want to think anymore. People want to be following a brand, a guy, Trump, and they don't want to think anymore. They don't want to ask themselves, is he wrong? Is he right? Or people don't want to take the information and take the time to do the work of dissecting the information, trying to understand the information. And it's funny how I've been seeing the news in the US about the election, and I'm some, I like to watch different stuff to see the different point of views. And you have CNN now, every video they do on YouTube, they want to remind people that, yo, the election was right. Yo, listen, it was not rigged, and what Trump is saying is not true, because they realize that he has so much power on a part of the population that believe everything that he says without even thinking. And this is a lot of power for one person. And this is a lot of power for one person if that person is sane and is using that power for good. Yeah, listen. It's going to be power that's going to be used for the right thing. But as I told you before, power corrupts. Now imagine you put somebody who's a narcissistic and somebody who doesn't care about the rules and who just wants to win and has a mafia mentality, and you give them all this power. Not only the power over the people that are having a cult of personality on that person, but also the power to rule of a powerful nation. Now you have a cocktail that is dangerous. And president or not president, me, I applaud the exercise, because here's a guy that everybody was seeing as a clown in Europe, and nobody thought he would win 5 years ago or whatever when he started his campaign. And look at him having so much power, and the power of his voice will not stop because he's not a president anymore. He's gonna keep using all that for his own personal gain and to make his money and to feed his appetite for me, for his ego, and yeah, that's a lot of power on somebody that might be dangerous. And but as an African who was born I'm a French citizen and a Portuguese resident, but as somebody who was born in Africa, and that I have seen these countries come and talk about us in a way that, the elections, and every time, we have an election, like we have these people coming out of their countries and saying, yes, we accept the result of your elections. What you mean you accept the result of my election of my country? Who called you? Do we accept your... And watching them struggle with democracy has a sweet taste. I don't know, man. We like us Africans, we here with our popcorn, like. How you doing out there? Oh, he doesn't want to leave. And yeah. Do you need the Congolese army to come and, secure our ressortissants. Like, do you need help with democracy? Because that's funny. Like, don't give too many lessons to other people who are struggling to save themselves with what you left them in their country, and struggling to adapt to systems that you imposed to them, so that you could continue pillaging them. And because karma is always here, looking at everybody. And yeah, all of us now, we're like, how's democracy for you? Those popcorns are good. Milkshake. And yeah, you look at them trying to undermine what they have been selling to everybody all these years. Listen, the Chinese must be laughing their ass off. The Russians, they will be like, Putin is like, All the African presidents are like, yo, so what now? And yeah, listen, I've been watching. I'm at a point, I'm starting to be tired of watching all these back and forth and all these propaganda from both, and all these drama unfolding. I think the American people are starting to be tired as well. They voted, the people have spoken, and now you have to remember that you serve the people when you are elected, and so serve the people. And yeah, listen, this guy is still president for 60 days instead of, and don't worry, he knows that he lost, but all this is for political gain. All this is part of a strategy. Telling that it's been stolen from you, etc., is a way to have his base of supporters continue to believe that he's the one, and then he can do anything he wants. He can start a podcast. He can start tomorrow. Like, he can call me. I can help him for $10 million. I'll tell him what to do. Say, yo, bro, listen, simple. Get a YouTube channel and start a show. Call it Club Donald. And then it's just you and your camera, and you talk every week for an hour, and you say all things you want to say. And of course, you do it from one of your hotels, and or one of your casinos, or one of your golfs. And of course, everything you wear is going to be stuff that you sell, with links in the description. And yeah, you invite the people who think like you, and you have millions of people who will show up. Listen, he comes on YouTube tomorrow, does his own Club Shada, he will have 10 million people watching. And then he can rant as he loves to do, because yeah, he's a showman. People can say what they want to say. Agree, disagree. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about business. He can make millions of dollars from the cult and all the followers. And yeah, if he needs help, I can consult. I don't want my name to appear, but only on the check. Just saying. Thanks, brother. Thank you. How's been your week? Malcolm Beast, what up, brother? All this week, I wanted to record on one or two more songs of my project with Malcolm Beats, but like this whole week I was just tired. And since I got sick, I really listened to my body. So every night I was like, oh, am I recording tonight? And then I was like, I'm really tired. So I just went to sleep. I just took a whole week to rest. And now I'm good. My voice is good. So I'm gonna start recording soon. I got songs uploaded to the platforms until December 11th. So that's why I'm also taking my time, because all my releases are done. But I want to do a Jana Mari album. I want to do a house music album. And I want to do another Diamantero album, my third album. So I have to work on those. But before that, I want to finish all my singles for the week. So for the year of 2020. So then I can focus on my other projects and focus on finishing my album. You know, I'm gonna do a Shada Gang bomber jacket and t-shirts and caps. Those are gonna be nice. Maybe tomorrow I'll design everything. Hey, Miss Tricia GPS dans le. Ça va? How are you, sister? So you start Tricia TV. When are we seeing the podcast? When is the podcast coming, Tricia? Indeed, brother. Thank you again for the super chat, Mr. Simmons. Thank you for sharing the great info and schooling us. You give the best pivoting advice, working hard over there in the US. May God bless you and your family and fans. Thank you so much. Thanks. Listen, bless all of us. I saw some of your videos on your Instagram of you singing in a live show. That was fun. Like, you got the voice. Huh? Nadja is here. Those who didn't like, be careful. Be careful you didn't like. Exactly. Listen. The moderator is here. Be careful, guys. Matt Music, what up, brother? How is it wherever you are? You're in Atlanta, I think. What, no? No? I give good advices. My advices are good for everybody, you know. My advices are good for everybody. So, you know, it's consulting. I can't help it. When I see business opportunities, I just tell them how they are. But hey, you know, it's not gonna happen. I mean, if it happens, you will not know. You will not know. You will just see that I have a new office. You'll just see I have a new office. And times seems like they're not hard anymore. That's what you will see, but you will not know. All right. Podcast coming up, top of the year. Of course, I'm putting you on top, on the spot. Of course. That's what I do here. Huh? Well, listen, I have something I want to do soon that I was thinking about it. Yeah, it is. Like, it was a good week of rest. I really enjoyed it. There's something I want to do soon. And I'm super happy that we already have passed 200 people watching. So that's cool. There's something I want to do for those who are interested is checking the Instagrams of people. Those who have public Instagrams and want advice and ideas, or maybe your YouTube channels. And I will do this in a future show. I want to do some shows where maybe next week, who knows, like maybe Wednesday, where I review your Instagrams or your Facebook channels, sorry, not Facebook channels, your YouTube channels or your Instagrams, and I give you my opinion on how, depending on what your goal is, what I think about your Instagrams and how you can make them better. So, I'm very with Mozambique and the Islamic State killings. Our brother being, yeah, that's horrible. I did put something about it in on my. I was talking about what's happening in Ponte Delgado, if I remember well. I post something on my story on Instagram. And yeah, look, it's sad, but Mozambique in 10 years became the most, in that region, it's now one of the most rich country. They discovered gas, oil, gold, and the problems begin. Yeah. Yeah. And I also want to do music, beat listening sessions. It's been a long time that so maybe we can do a show with everybody where we are doing all this at the same time, listening to some beats and checking out people's Instagram, checking out people's YouTube channels, and trying to see, like, depending on what you are trying to do, again, giving my opinion on what is working, what is not working, or what you need to, and what is the goal. Because a lot of people, they do an Instagram just to be there and to share their photos. So here there's nothing to say. And and some others are trying to become influencers. Some others are trying to promote their music. Some others are trying to promote their instrumentals. Some people are just trying to promote a business, cooking, whatever. And I see a lot of people doing a lot of mistakes on their Instagrams. That are, for me as a customer, there are some Instagrams that I go in and I'm not interested in staying. And some of them, I look at them and I'm like, now I'm done. Like, and it's because of some mistakes. Like, you got some people, for example, they're a party promoter. They're a party promoter, and when you go to their Instagram, you only see flyers. Party this, party that, and who's interested in going to somebody's Instagram just to see flyers? And plus, these people are the ones who spam you every day. Like, every time you go on your Instagram, they tag you in photos that you are not in. So they end up being blocked by everybody. It's those people, if they understood, for example, that if I was a party promoter and I have an Instagram, what I would do is, from time to time, I would put a flyer, but the rest of the time I would have a photograph in my parties. Take beautiful professional photos of the beautiful people that come to my party, and then that would be the things that I would put on my Instagram. And that would be a great way to showcase how the parties are great. And I would put some IGTV photos, and I would put some IGTV small videos of 1-minute videos, and I would put some great photos of everybody showing how, like, trying to make people feel what is the ambience of my party. And then once this is done, I would open a YouTube channel, and on my YouTube channel, I would do videos of 10 minute videos of every week, every party. I would have people shooting, yeah, videos in slow motion of people dancing, and it would look like a music video. And I would do that for every party. Every party I do. So you have 40 something weeks in a year. So you try to do like 30 to 40 videos every year, so that people they subscribe to your channel because they want to see the video for this week, and they want to see if they are there inside. And if they're not inside, they're coming back next week to be inside, and they pay you. You make money. The people, they look at the photos on Instagram and they're looking for themselves in the middle of all the beautiful people. And if they're not there, they come in next week because now, yeah, they want to be in the photos. To get in their pay, you make money. Ding, 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 ding. And I know a lot of people, when you look at their Instagram, because they are promoters, it's just flyers. And it's not interesting. It's not interesting, and you have to know that Instagram and Facebook, if you put a flyer and there's a lot of text in your photo, they will actually only show it to 2% of the people who are your followers. So what you are doing is kind of useless, and you have to learn how to use these platforms to promote whatever you want to promote. I know some friends, they say they sell products, and yeah, same thing. They don't know how to promote their products on their Instagram, and I guess that would be a good idea. I don't know how many people are. I don't know how many people here have Instagrams that they wanna show and that they want me to look at. But I think that would be a great idea. That would be a great idea because, yeah, that's free consulting. So, hey, whoever's down, we can do that anytime. It's funny, sometimes I'm here, I'm talking, and the chat is going crazy, and then sometimes I'm talking again, and then everybody stops talking and everybody's just watching. So I'm like, are they still here? Or are they doing something else? Are they cooking? Or are they just listening carefully to what I'm saying? Who knows? Well, if you think it's a good idea, put some hearts in the comments, and let's do it. Let's do this. Yay. I like that. Thank you, Rosa. This club is the most pleasant and useful life of the quarantine. More success to the Shada Nation. Thank you so much. It's interesting, but it seems like when I'm receiving a super chat, I'm not hearing any sound anymore. Is it because of, is it me, or who knows? I have to check it out. When I get the new microphone, I'll check that out. Are you listening carefully? Thank you again, Rosa. All right. Well, man, listen, we can do this anytime. Even we can even try today, or maybe let's do it next week. Sorry. Okay. So maybe I was saying something interesting. So the thing I want to talk to you today, I'm trying to, so it's funny, sometimes we do like 4-hour episodes. So probably this time it's gonna be a big episode if we do this, but yes, there's a delay between the super chat is made and when it shows up on the screen. Yeah, this is normal, but I used to hear a sound at the same time, and here I'm not hearing a sound, so I was wondering if this was normal. Maybe you heard a sound, maybe you hear something when somebody does a super chat, maybe don't, I don't know. I have to check it out. But I mean, as long as I see it, and usually I see it coming. I see it coming sometimes just a bit before, or it's there somewhere in my screen, but sometimes I'm not seeing who, but sometimes I see it, or sometimes I'm busy doing it because I'm seeing myself in front of my screen. Usually I see it appearing. So, but I used to have the sound. That's what I'm like not understanding. But hey, who knows? I want to talk to you about knowing your worth. A lot of people, they don't know their worth. And a lot of people, they are scared to discover how much they're worth. Okay, so it's just me. You know, when I started my career, I mean, not when I started my career, but when I started my career professionally as a dancer for Jean-Michel Rotin in 96, I was getting paid 80 euros per show. And I was super happy in the beginning because, yeah, I was traveling around France, and then I started going to the West Indies, Martinique, Guadeloupe. I would stay there for a whole month, and we were having fun. We were young. We were making, actually, for us at that time, a ton of money because we were doing, like, in the West Indies, we were doing, I don't know, one show every 2-3 days. And every time we were getting paid like, yeah, 80, and everything was paid. So we didn't have to pay for our own food, our own hotel, etc. So we were happy. But at a point, we start at a point, we were on our own for a moment. For some reason, it just disappeared on us for a few weeks. And you know me, when there's adversity, I tend to find ways to do something. And when he came back, we had our own show. And so he left us, I don't know, we were abandoned in Guadeloupe for, I don't know, like 3 weeks, a month, I don't remember. And when he came back, we had our own tour. So of course, when he came back, he was like, what you guys are doing are great, Let's incorporate this to my show. And the first thing I told him was like, hey bro, listen, on my own now I'm making, so back then it was in francs, right? I think we were paid 4,000 francs per show. That's 800 euros. And so I'm gonna say everything in euros. The first thing I told him was like, bro, I make 200 per show on my own. So if you want me to put my show in your show, you cannot pay me 80 anymore. You have to pay me 200. And he replied to me, yes, okay. Oh, what? So now time goes by. I do my first album. I meet my manager, Guylaine, and she tells me, hey, we're gonna do the first show. I'm gonna sell your show for 5,000. So 5,000, that was like 1,000 euros, more or less. Yeah, we're gonna sell your show for 5,000. And I'm like, 5,000? Oh my God. Nobody's gonna pay this price. Are you crazy? Da, da, da. And she was like, what? Hey, let me do my job. And so I see her calling the people, hey, listen, I have this artist, it's Kaysha. This is the next superstar. If you want him, that's 5,000, and hurry up because in 2 months the price will be 10,000. So if you are the first to get him, you're gonna have a discount, but it's gonna be 10,000 soon. And me, I'm like, 10,000? She's crazy. And my song explodes. My CDs are selling. I do like 10 shows at 5,000 a piece. And so that was 1,000 euros at that time. And I do all these shows, and every time I do a show, I'm scared that it's gonna be empty. And every time it's full packed and people are paying. And so for a long time, I think more than 10 years, I let my manager and I let the people who work with me handle the money while I was handling art. And as an artist, it freed me from the stress of money, but at the same time, it put me in the risk. It put me in a risk of, it put me in this risk of, if you trust everybody around you to take care of the money while you only take care of the art, you never know, first of all, if they're stealing your money. And lucky for me, that was not the case with Guylaine. But you never know either if they are doing the right choice in terms of money. But then you start, not because you don't put your hands in it, you don't understand what is your value in the market. And when you don't understand your value in the market because you're scared, because you don't want to know, because you want other people to do it, you kind of stay in a comfort zone. And I remember in 2007, I was having a breakfast with Guylaine. Let me see if I found it. Wait. I was having Kaysha breakfast of champions. I remember, was it in Curacao? I think it was in Mozambique.
Dur de résister à toute cette bonne bouffe. Moi maintenant j'ai vu
So
les
that's
saucisses,
Guylaine
parle
here.
Fuck the diet.
And we are in Pemba, Mozambique.
Voilà, damn it.
And I think in this
Quand tu
video,
pars au chocolat inferno, tu me dis.
we are talking, so we are watching food as always. So we love to do this all the. Yeah, wait, it's here. So that's 2007.
Plus heureux que nous ne le sommes déjà.
Grave. Je le vois bien gambader là. Pour les séries et compagnie. Alors qu'on peut les développer en interne.
C'est complémentaire.
En utilisant ces schémas et en les illustrant.
C'est complémentaire, c'est-à-dire après on peut livrer, on peut livrer, comme ça le pourcentage est différent, mais la synergie est la même dans la recherche des gens qui peuvent distribuer. C'est très bien aussi d'avoir quelqu'un sur place qui connaît déjà les bonnes personnes, qui a déjà des deals et qui, tu vois, qui parle couramment anglais, qui sait déjà avec qui faire et quoi.
On sait à qui on parle.
Voilà.
Maybe before.
Eh bien, il ne me manque que mon fils, ton mari et ta fille.
Yeah.
Et nous serions a week in paradise.
Plus heureux que nous ne le sommes déjà.
Grave. Je le vois bien gambader là.
C'est-à-dire après on peut livrer.
So maybe I'm not sure where in this video I said it, or was it in this video, because that's a video from 2007. But I mean, the conversation I was having with her back back in 2007 was, listen, we are doing 2 shows all around the world every week. 2 to 3 shows all around the world. We are making a ton of money. CDs are selling. My label is going well. But where I am now is not the goal. Where I am now is one step towards the next place. And so those were our conversation. Every breakfast we had those conversations. We were talking about, hey, we should try to do a series. We should try to do this. We should try to use the brand power that I have to push other artists to go television and that was before the Netflix. Before these, I had like a lot of ideas that were not possible to do at that time that are possible today. But even then, I was still letting everybody else take care of my worth. And I remember 5-6 years. So the thing about your worth is that your worth is not just defined by you. You have to be careful about what you think you are worth and what the market thinks you are worth. You can believe that, a lot of people ask me, hey, I love the things you say on your YouTube channel, but I would love to have like a Skype one-on-one conversation for 1 hour. How much does it cost? And because I never did, I've never been a consultant, and I had a proposal a few times, and I didn't know what to say. I was like, I don't know. I mean, I'm used to sell shows, and usually when I give advice to people, then it's inside of Club Shada. So I just came up with a price. I don't even know if this price is up to the market, but I just decided, okay, let's see how much would I sell an hour of my time. Some people sell this hour 5,000, 10,000, 50,000 because they are millionaires and the advice they're gonna give you are priceless or whatever. Me, I said to myself, hey, you know what? I would sell that for around 250 euros, 300 euros maybe, or dollars, I don't know. But I need to talk to consultants to see if I'm abusing or not. But I believe that because I can make that money on my own and I don't need to talk to nobody for an hour, that's how much I'm going to price an hour to talk with me and ask me for advice one-on-one. But it took me a long time to be able to assume the price, because a lot of artists, they are struggling with money. They're struggling with the idea that they are asking money to people. That's why they hide behind their managers to sell their shows. They hide behind people for all these things. And with time, I decided, okay, when I do this, this is the price. When I do that, this is the price. I have a good friend who's a DJ, and somebody asked him to create a mix for him. And they asked him, can you do a few hours of mix for me? And they didn't ask for money. They just said, okay, I'll do it for you. And but in their head, they were thinking, hey, I know he's gonna give me something. And then, so they work for 2 days. You work for 2 days to create a mix for your client, something that is great. And then the person send him an amount of money that was so small that it was almost an insult because of the work he put and the amount he received. He felt like, damn. But my question to him was like, but how much did you ask? And he was like, No, I didn't ask nothing. I said, oh, so it's your fault. Yeah, but I thought that, no. In business, you don't think that. You don't like, I was in a conversation not so long ago with a businessman in Congo who's into I think it was copper, and I was another businessman that I know, a friend of mine who had some Indian clients that were looking for copper, and so I was talking to my friend, and he was like, hey, I know that in Congo you have a lot of copper and all these things. I would love to, if you have any contacts, let me know. And I was like, oh, I just talked to a guy who's actually in that field. Oh yeah, can you put us in touch? I was like, yeah, but it's gonna be X%. If there's a deal between you guys, I want a percentage of any money that's gonna be made, because I put you in touch. And I don't know if there's gonna be, 10,000 cents in one way, 100,000, 1 million, 10 million. Yeah, I want 5% of that. Why? Because without me, this is not happening. So I said, yeah, listen, I can do consulting work for you. I'll find a guy, I'll talk to the guy, and we'll do a contract between us three, so that if there's something that happens between you guys, I get my cut. Why not? And this is confidence in the worth of you. A lot of people don't have this confidence, so they're scared to ask money, and they end up having people exploit you. Because you have to understand something about human beings. Human beings, if you say that something is for free, or if you don't say that something has a cost, they will always assume that it's for free. And they will always end up exploiting you. Me, I like to work in exchanges, but I like to talk to people. This is how I work. Before we start working, not after we start working. Before we start working, I explain to you, this is how I work. This is what I do. This is what I'm going to do to you. And sometimes it doesn't have to be money. You do a beat for me, I will promote your name. You do a beat for me, whenever you need me to sing somewhere, I will not say no. Stuff like that. It's a question of making sure that the relationship you have with people is clear. If it's clear, there's no surprises. If there's no surprises, there's no frustration. If there's no frustration, there's no problem. Unless you're dealing with psychos, but that's another problem. I remember that one day, a friend of mine who's a promoter asked me to perform at the Olympic Games in Brazzaville. Just sing one song. And they were like, oh, you're going to fly first class. You're going to be paid, I don't remember how much. But yeah, something normal, like 3,000, 4,000, I don't remember. And yeah, you're going to be in a great hotel, and and it's going to be this, that, everybody's going to be there. Okay, cool. So, to me, even if it was for free, I would have done it, because it was transmitted, us performing was about to be transmitted to, I think, 30 to 40 million people. So to me, it was a great promo. But then when I arrived there, the way we got treated was great. It was my friend, but we were treated great, but we were treated like small artists. And some people, like some models, got paid 30,000 euros or dollars, I don't remember, just to be there. Just to be there. And us who came to perform, we were paid 10% of that. And we were all driving around in a bus where that model and other people who were just celebrities, they had private cars. And it's not a question of jealousy. It's a question of, wait a minute, you guys are fucking up with my worth. And that's exactly what I said to my friend. I said, yo, bro, listen, I don't know how much, and I think my friend told me, was happy to tell me that, oh, you know, I negotiated for you, all you guys, to fly first class, to do this, to do that, to be in this hotel, blah, 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 blah. And I negotiated the whole envelope for the show for 200,000 euros. And in this, my share was great. I took a great share. I'm gonna buy a house, whatever. I don't know, maybe he sold us for 200,000 for everything. He took 100 for him and he'd pay us with the rest. Cool, good business. But then I realized the total budget for the whole event was $20 million. And then I look at him and I was like, bro, you don't know your worth. You don't know, you're happy because you made 200,000 and they paid you 200,000 and you paid us 5,000 each. But the total price of the event is 20 million. And the budget just for the show part is around 10. I think the whole event was $80 million. And just the part of where we were performing, the total budget was 10 million. And I tell my guy, I say, bro, like, how are you happy that you made 200,000 when the total budget of this whole thing is 10 million? You should have taken $1 million or $2 million for us, pay each of us 100,000 and keep 500,000 for you. And then I would be well done, bro. And this is my problem with a lot of people. Not only they don't know their worth, but they are scared to calculate their worth. They are scared to ask themselves, how much am I worth? How much do I sell this? How much do I sell that? How much do I sell this? How much do I sell that? And listen, it can just be somebody calls you all the time to do their braids, whatever. Yeah, how much you sell that? You have to ask yourself, because if it's your sister, you don't care. But then if she has a friend and another friend and everybody loves the thing, it becomes a work. You're going to spend like a whole day braiding 2 or 3 women. Yeah, your sister's not going to pay, but her friends, yeah, you have $10 for me and my hands. And a lot of people, they're scared to ask. And I remember I used to be scared to ask. I used to be scared to ask myself, yeah, how much do I sell this? But very early in my career, people heard the beats and they asked me, hey, who did that beat? And I was like, oh, I did it. Who did Deeper by Nelson Freitas? Me. Who did Rebound Chick by Nelson Freitas? Me. Who did Close Your Eyes by George? Me. Who did your song Telephone, the beat? Me. Who did Sumia's album, all the songs? Me. Who did Les DS? Who wrote the songs and produced the songs? Me. So people ask me, yeah, but so how much you sell a beat? And I start coming up with prices, and I was trying to understand the market to try to say, okay, if everybody asking me for a beat, it means that the demand is higher than the offer. So I can raise my price, but I have to stay realist because of the market where I am. But I still have to yeah, sell my beats higher than everybody else because there's a lot of people who want my beats. So yeah, I found a price that was okay for everybody. I think it was, I don't know, 1,000 or 1,005 or 2,000 per beat. But yeah, I made hundreds of them, and I would make a beat in 20 minutes and sell it for 1,000. And that was not even my main business, but hey, okay, cool. And the problem of a lot of people is that all these questions, they don't want to ask themselves that. And then you end up being in situations where, yeah, you are frustrated because people are going to use what you give them and then they're going to make money with it. And when they make 10,000 euros with what you gave them, then you are pissed. You know, when we came back from this African Olympic Games, the performance, everybody was happy. And I was the only guy frustrated. And my friends start telling me, yeah, well, bro, why are you pissed? Listen, it was great. We saw the president. We did this, we did that. I was like, no, guys, that's bullshit. We cannot be here being part of great things and everybody is getting paid 10 times what we are getting paid and everybody here is happy. It feels like you guys are comfortable in the being mediocre. And so people were a little frustrated with my attitude, but then I talked to them again. And then after that, I remember it was 5 years ago, I don't know, I decided to raise my prices for my shows. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to focus on streaming and I'm going to start making enough money on my streams so that I'm not dependent on doing shows. So that after that, when people call me for a show, I can say a price that is enough for me to get out of my bed and not doing a show because I have to pay my rent. And that's where I am today. Today, when I sleep, I make money. I make money from YouTube streams. I make money from Spotify streams. I make money from t-shirt sales. And every day I make something. And at the end of the month, yeah, this pays my rent. Usually I can pay 2, 3, 4, 5 months of rent in 1 month. And I'll have a whole show about that, about what we call passive income, how you create streams of revenues that can pay you while you sleep. But the fact that I have passive income from music gives me the possibility now to make choices and to refuse stuff. There's nothing worse. There's nothing worse in life as a musician, as a performer, whatever your job is. There's nothing worse than having to do something that you don't want to do because you don't have a choice, because you have to pay your rent. Because this is when people will exploit you. This is when people will say, hey, I know you sell your show for 1,005, but you know, you don't have a hit for a long time, ba 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 ba, and yeah, we have 600 for you. And you wanna insult the people, but because yeah, there's this COVID, there's no show, you have to stay there and accept the fuckery. You have to accept to be effed in the ass with sand and no Vaseline just because you don't have a choice and you know you have to pay your rent. So you have to accept prices that you never accepted in your life. Even in the beginning of your career, you never got paid for that money. And a lot of people are thinking that this game is pink, it's all rosy. It's not. A lot of people are here to exploit you. A lot of people are trying to get your service without paying you. This is something that I've seen a lot of times. And at a point, you have to be able to know your worth so that you can refuse some stuff. And you have to be able to create something to to never be at the mercy of those type of people. And I remember I had this email. I think there were some people from Belgium. They called me for a show. They were like, yo, we want to have you in Belgium, da 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 da. And I was like, well, okay, Belgium is not far. It's just like taking a plane for 2 hours, sleeping there, so spending a weekend out of home. But okay, I give them an amount, a fair amount, nothing too expensive, not the price I would sell for Africa because it's far, right? So I'm like, yeah, okay, I give you a European price, cool. And they replied to my email. Yo, I think your price is a little high, especially since you didn't have a hit for a long time. And I replied to them, well, in this case, I'm not interested. Have a good day. And they send me another email, like, oh, hey, no, hey, listen, no, but they, it's like, well, no, listen, negotiate, you can negotiate, but you're not going to insult me, pretending to me that I didn't have a hit for a long time, when first, it's not true. I've been making hits on online for forever, and I keep having new hits. That's the first thing, so it means you don't know my catalog. And second of all, if you refer to my big songs like On Dit Quoi, One Love, Question My Heart, etc., yeah, those songs are 15 years old, but I know what you're calling me. You're calling me for me to sing those songs. So you don't care if I have new songs or new hits or not. You're gonna ask me to sing my old songs anyway. So don't come here and tell me that, oh, you didn't have a hit for a long time because you are trying to negotiate my price. Ask me, hey, listen, 3,000 is a little expensive, especially with two plane tickets. Can we negotiate? And I will say, yeah, because I can come alone, or yeah, I can come with a DJ, but it's gonna be 2005. We can negotiate. I don't have a problem with negotiating, but don't come with stupid tactics of, oh, it's a long time you didn't have a hit, and like you are doing me a favor. And I just replied to the person, well, I'm not interested. Have a good day. Oh no, please listen, no. And then they send me a message telling me, oh, finally I talked to my partners. We will pay you the full and we'll give you 2 plane tickets to come with whoever you want. And I replied to them, I'm not interested in your money. And we said 3,000. Wait, it's been 10 days since we started talking. I already made the 3,000 myself. So just passively while I was sleeping, I already made that money. So yeah, fuck you. But you can have these attitudes only when you know your worth. And not only you know your worth, but you have worked on the side to make sure that you don't need those people. Because if something I learned around 2006, 2007 was like, you don't want to be at the mercy of the promoters, the people that pay musicians. You don't want to be at their mercy, because the people that pay musicians, that have clubs and stuff, all they want to do is have you for free or for whatever. And I learned, and I had a great manager for 20 years. She taught me a lot of things, and she taught me one thing especially, which is the first thing is, at the signature of the contract, you take 50%. And you never, ever stray away from that rule. They want you negotiate for 1,000 to go do a show somewhere. Okay, signature, 500 must be in your bank account on their way. And before performing, you get the rest of your money at the hotel before leaving the hotel. If not, you're not interested. It reminds me of a crazy story. One day, it was me, Elisio, and Linsha. And we were going to, I don't remember what city it is, but it was somewhere in the north of France. And so we put in a contract, usually, the name of the hotel we want. Because, we don't want to have surprises, especially when you start going to the small cities. You don't want to be in a shitty hotel. So we tell the person, we want Ibis Hotel, the red one. Now, back in the days, there was only one Ibis. So we were like, yeah, we want an Ibis Hotel or better. That's the minimum. And you know, when you perform a lot, Ibis, you know the rooms, you know how they look like. So yeah, we want an Ibis Hotel, and that's it. And the guy's like, yeah, no problem. Signs a contract. Send us the 50% for the free artist. And when we arrive there, so we're driving, you know, and the guy's here, stop somewhere, get some strange keys. And, you know, we know the keys from the Ibis hotels were cards. But he gets those big keys from old hotels. So we're already like, maybe it's not for us. Maybe that's for another group. Maybe that's for who knows. So now we're driving and we arrive in front of a hotel. And we look at the hotel and we're like, this is not a fucking Ibis hotel. So I talked to Elijah, I'm like, yo, this is not an Ibis. I talked to Lynch, I'm like, yo, this is not an Ibis. So and I remember Guylaine was busy with, I guess, Tanya Sanval or another artist, so she could not go with us. So, but you know, it was me and Eligio, and we're like, hey, don't worry, we'll take care of it. Don't worry, we're big boys. We can do it. And she was like, yo, listen, I'm in the West Indies, or I'm in Guyana, I don't remember. Anything problematic, you just call me. And us, we were like, nah, we're not gonna call it. We're gonna handle. And so we asked the promoter, say, sorry, mister, but this is not an Ibis hotel. So we don't understand what's going on. And the guy is like, oh, you know, in this city, there is no Ibis. I'm like, what? What do you mean there's no Ibis? No, you know, it's a small town. There's no Ibis hotel here. There's no hotel from the Accord group. What? Wait, these people have hotels everywhere. Yeah, but it's a very small town. So yeah, you know, but this is better than the Ibis. Don't worry. This is the same. This is better. The guy was from Cameroon, so I was already like. So we get in the hotel. When we get in the hotel, I hear Linsha screaming in her room. So I go to her room. I was like, what's going on? First of all, her room was horrible. The room was horrible, dirty. It seems like we say in French, hôtel de passe, where people just come to get their dick sucked. And there was some shit on the corner of a hotel room from a cat or whatever animal. And there was no bedroom, there was no bathroom. It was just, you know, those hotels where at the corner of the room you have just a little bit of carrelage and just a shower in the middle of the room. And it was like, wait a minute, those are hotel rooms that cost 10 euros per night. And my room was the same. Eligio's room was the same. So, you know, we take our contracts and we show the guy. We say, bro, listen, you see here, it's written Hotel Ibis or better. So I have no idea what you think, but we are not sleeping here tonight. And the guy is like, yeah, but you know, Hotel Ibis don't exist here, blah, 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 so I don't know. And, you know, I told Insha, hey, don't open your bag, just stay there, because we're not sleeping here. So we talk to the guy's here, thinking, yeah, there's no manager. There's no manager at all. So, yeah, I'm going to fuck them. And so at a point, you know, we just call the manager. We just call Guylaine and we say, first of all, we look at the train. We look at the train because the thing is this. When you are not in your city, you have to be careful because you don't want to spend the night outside, right? or having to look for a hotel yourself, and hopefully you have money, right? So we're here, and we look at the train tables, and we're like, okay, it's 6 p.m. We arrive at 6 p.m., I think, more or less. The last train to go back is at 8 p.m. Okay, so worst case scenario, we can I think there was trains until 10 p.m. So we have time. So I told them, listen, last case scenario, we take the train back to Paris. And but we called the manager. We explained to her the situation. We explained to her that the hotel is horrible. It's not an Ibis at all, etc., etc., etc. And she's like, okay, pass me the guy on the phone. So the guy takes the phone, and we just hear. And the guy's like, oh, yes, okay. And now the guy is pissed off. The guy is not talking to us. And he goes in front and he says, yeah, come with me. So, okay. We're following the guy. And so he opens the door to the car, put us in the car. And so we're not talking. We're just here. We're just like, yeah. And I'm not laughing. I'm not joking. I'm not lying. We drove 2 minutes. We drove like, let's say, we drove straight for 1 minute, and then he turned left. And by those 5 minutes that we did that thing, they had the time to build the Ibis. There was an Ibis just in the corner, and this nigga has been telling us all this time, there's no Ibis in this town. And I look at Elisio and I'm like, yo. So I'm in the car with the guys, the two promoters, right? And it's me, Linsha, and Elisio in the back. And I'm like, yo, in 5 minutes, they build a fucking Ibis. That's amazing. And Elisio looks at me and he's like, yo, that's magic. That's magic. They build a fucking Ibis in 5 minutes and just around the corner. We look at Linsha, we're like, Linsha, isn't that crazy? How fast they can build a hotel nowadays? And she's like, that's crazy. They build the Ibis in 5 minutes. Oh my God. We went in the Ibis. We got in, and the guy was like, oh, no, yeah, there's an Ibis, but what I meant was that it was full. Oh, it's full now. And so I arrived. I went straight to the reception, and I was like, good evening, lady. I want to know. I would like to know if you have rooms, if you have any vacancy. And she's like, oh yeah. It's low season. The whole hotel is I think there's only like 3 or 4 rooms that are occupied. You have the choice. We have like 30 free rooms. So no, it's completely, the hotel is completely empty. So how many rooms you want? I look at Elisio, I look at Linsha, and I'm like, these niggas are crazy. And in my head, I said to myself, let's just go to the train station, pay our tickets, and go back home. But because it was not just me, and I'm an executive producer, I have a label, I have artists, you need all the money you get. But I didn't need that money like right now, right? I was cool, even if I didn't do that show, I was cool. But I didn't know if Linsha or Elisio were in the same as me. So I didn't want to impose them this type of situation. So I just said nothing to myself, and I asked the lady, please, we want free hotel rooms one for me, one for him, and one for her. And this Mr. here will pay for the rooms, and we need him to pay the room now. And the guy's like, oh, but why are you saying that? I said, no. We want you to pay the rooms now because we don't want to be here and tomorrow morning somebody's asking us to pay. So we want rooms, 3 rooms, plus breakfast for tomorrow morning. And Mister, please pay. So the guy pays for the 3 rooms. So I think the price for a room was 80 euros. So he pays 3 times 80 euros, 200 something. And now, look at my boy trying to explain to us that, oh, I was not trying to. I was like, hey, listen, that's very simple. I want all our money. When you come pick us up for the show, I want all our money, 100%. If we don't have 100% of everything that is left to pay for Linsha, Kaysha, Elisio, all of us, we don't leave the fucking hotel. Oh, don't worry, I'll come pick you up at 2 a.m. for the show. I said, hey, you come pick us up at the time you want. But I'm telling you one thing. Before we leave this hotel, I want all my money in the safe of my room. All the money from everybody. Yeah, don't worry, I'm a honest person. Yes, you are. He left and he came back like at 2 a.m. He came at 2 a.m. I don't remember how much was the cachet for all 3 of us, but I know that we already had 50%, of course. We always have 50%. So let's say it was let's say it was 1,000 per artist. So we already had 1,005 that Guylaine already had, and she would give us after. So we were supposed to collect 1,005. The guy arrives at 2 a.m., knocks at my door to say, yo, are you guys ready? I say, yeah, everybody's ready. So yeah, can you call everybody so they can go and everybody's waiting. The club is, and I was like, yes. Can we finish the business part first? Oh yeah, of course. And the guy, instead of giving me 1,005, he gives me 3,000. And I'm like, no, that's more than I needed. He's like, no. The club is full. My club has never been this full. There's so many people. Yo, I'm paying you double. There you go. 3,000. That's 1,000 for each. I don't care. All right. Can you put the money in there? We went to the club. The club was packed. There was 1,000 people in there. I think the guy made a ton of money. We came. Everybody went crazy. Linsha performed. Elisio performed. I performed. It was an amazing show. We got back to the hotel. Once we got back, I had a surprise for everybody. I gave 1,000 to Linsha, 1,000 to Elisio. Everybody was, what happened? I was like, I don't know. I guess the guy who builds hotels in 5 minutes was happy. Hey, listen, here's your money. We took our money. The guy was like, yo, can't wait to work with you again. I was like, yeah, whatever. Went to sleep, woke up in the morning, took our breakfast, check out, took our train. On to the next adventure. I've seen some things. Guys, I got stories forever. I've seen some things. Where was I? I've been talking about myself, as always. Yes. The right people at the right place, but control is the key. Yes. PNP, what up, my brother? How are you? Guylaine was still my manager until 2 years ago, and after 20 years, we stopped because she's been hired by Universal Music Africa. Now she works for Universal Music Africa, so we still call each other all the time. She's my sister, but I actually don't really need a manager anymore because my business is less performing now. And listen, I can sell my shows myself. We've been doing this for 20 years. But now we still do strategies together about her business and my business. But yeah, she's my only manager that I ever had. But she's my sister forever. Actually, I was talking to her. She was commenting on one episode of Club Shada. She was like, "Yo, I love your show. It's great." Da 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 da. And I was like, "Yo, I need to have you on an episode." And she was like, "Yeah, whenever you want," because I really want to talk about our adventures. Because she was there at the Senegal adventure, like all these adventures. She was there with me. When you are new, you undersell yourself. Yeah, that's true. And the thing is, sometimes you have to do the sacrifice, but you have to do it for the right reason, in the right way. I did a lot of shows for free. I performed for 2 years for free, but the goal was to build my brand. So I performed around Paris, everywhere for free. But I was building a brand in 94, 95, 96. Once demand became big, that's when I was like, okay, now I charge. It's not to me a question of money. Worth is not just money. Worth is understanding what is your brand value and what is the value that you are giving to the people. What is the value that you are giving to, and as I always say, what does a promoter want? Let's say in case of an artist, what does a promoter want? The promoter wants to make money. That's the only reason they make a party. They want to make money and they want to make people happy, whatever, but they want to make money. What does an artist want? An artist wants to perform for their public and they want to pay their rent. So they want to make money as well, but they really want to perform to make that money, right? The promoter wants the people to be in the club. So the promoter needs a DJ to play the music in the club. So he's going to pay a DJ $150. The promoter needs the people in the club. If he has 100 people paying 10 euros, he's going to make 1,000 from these 100 people. In these 1,000, he has to pay the DJ and he has to pay security and whatever else he has to pay, right? If he wants to hire you and your price is 1,000, he's gonna lose money if he hires you like this. But what he's thinking is, okay, wait a minute. The public wants to see Kaysha perform. Kaysha costs 1,000. If I do my promo, if I spend, I don't know, 200 in promo for all the CDs around and etc., and I can have 300 people in the club that come because of Kaysha, I can pay the security, I can pay the DJ, and I can pay Kaysha, and I still can make money because I will make 3,000 after paying Kaysha and the DJ and whatever. I will have 1,000 left, and I made my money. So I'm happy. The public, they want to see the artist perform, they want to dance. That's why I pay the DJ, that's why I pay the artist. So once you understand the ecosystem and the relationship between everybody, then you can arrive and understand that nobody is here to give you, nobody is hiring you to give you like a chance or to give you an opportunity. People are hiring you because they are trying to make money with you. I've been in places where you had 10,000 people. 10,000 people, if everybody paid 10, it means they made 100,000. My price stays the same. I got paid like 2,000, but they made a ton of money from me and other people being there. It's their business. I ask my price. It's not my problem, right? But in my head, I was like, okay, one day I will make my own shows. I will make my own shows because instead of having one person pays me 1,000 to come perform for 300 people, let me make my own party for 300 people and make the 3,000 for me after, and I'll pay the DJ, I'll pay the security, I'll pay the place, and I'll make my money. Actually, this is what I do now. When I want to do a show, I call my boy. For example, I got a friend of mine who's called Sean, who lives in the UK, and when I want to perform in the UK, I'm like, yo, Sean, yeah, I want to do 4 or 5 shows. Oh yeah, you want to do 4 or 5 shows? Yeah, let's do a tour. Okay, so where you want to go? I say, I don't know. Where do you think we should go? And he's like, oh, we could go to Sheffield, we could go to Leeds, we could go to Manchester, and we could go to I don't know, Peterborough. I'm like, okay, so how much money we need? Okay, we need these for flyers, we need these for thing. I can speak to 4 people. They already have clubs, so we don't have to rent a club, but we can share with them. We can share 50-50 of the door with them, and yeah, and me, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna pay myself a cachet. And we don't need to pay for the flyers because I can do them myself. I'm a graphist. We don't need to pay the artist because I'm the artist. So all we need is a plane ticket from Lisbon to Manchester, come and go. If we organize this in 2 months and I pay my tickets now, it's gonna cost me 120. We're gonna need 4 hotel rooms we're gonna need 2 hotel rooms in 4 different cities. So that's 4 nights. If we take them, I have a deal with hotels.com, and I have a lot of nights. Every time I take a night, they give me 3 nights. I actually have 4 nights here. Okay, I'm gonna use my 4 nights. You pay for your nights. Okay, so for now I didn't spend nothing except the plane tickets. And so I come. We have to pay the security. We have to pay this. We have to pay that. So with the money we make from all these shows, if we have 200 people per show, that's 800 people. If they all pay £10, that's £8,000. After we take the £8,000, we pay everybody. We see with all the we pay security, we pay DJs, etc., etc. At the end, I end up with £3,000 or £4,000 for my 4 shows. I had a lot of fun. I invested, I don't know, 500 euros, and I made 4,000 back. Perfect. It's just a question of the vision. The thing is, a lot of people, once they get hired by people, they don't want to organize their own parties. They think, I arrive. But no, you have to always think, what is the next step? And me, that's what I do today. Today, when I want to perform somewhere, I just call people and I say, yeah, let's organize something. But that's today. Back in the days, I let Guylaine handle the promoters on the phone. I get singers, rappers messaging me asking for beat. Instead of saying I would like to purchase a beat, I always get I need a beat. Yeah. The problem of the beat making is that I remember back in the days we could sell a beat for 2,000, 3,000, but that was because it was like 8 beat makers. It was Kaysha, Mark G, Thierry Doumergue, Frédéric Wurtz, who else was making beats? Ali Angel. In the Kizomba world, Kizomba, Zouk world, there was like 10 beat makers. Nelson Freitas, Tootstar, but it was not a lot of people who was able to do the hit beats of our style. And for example, my style, Candy Zouk, only me knew how to do it, right? So you could ask any amount if if the offer was lower than the demand. As long as people are asking for something that you can do and only you can do, you can sell it. Hi, this is the basic rule of economy. If the demand is higher than the offer, the price goes up. If the offer is higher than the demand, the prices go down. And the problem of the beat makers today is that there is 1,000 of beat makers. Everybody's a beat maker, and it's never been so easy to be a beat maker. And you have people who will sell you beats for 50 euros now. Some people will give you beats for free in exchange of exposure. Some people will give you beats for free just because you are Kaysha. This happens to me all the time. And so it's harder today to sell a beat because, you just go online, you can find millions of beat makers. But it's the same thing as a beat maker, and I have to make a whole episode about how to make money as a beat maker, because beat makers they still think that the only way to make money as a beat maker is by selling beats. This is one of the ways that you can make money. I had a long conversation with Malcolm Beats, and I showed him all the ways he can make money as a beat maker, and now he's starting to get it, and he's starting to make money as a beat maker. Look, you can make money as a beat maker by selling your beats directly. You can make money by leasing your beats. You can make money by putting your beats on Spotify by themselves. Look, listen. What is this? What is this? This is Diamantero. That's me. And look, I have a whole album of instrumentals. Another album, instrumentals. And I got a bunch of singles, only instrumentals. I could have sold those beats. You see what I mean? I could have tried to find people to buy these beats, but instead what I did, I just took my beats and I put them on Spotify, Apple Music for people to listen to them. And I got 40,000 people who are fans of Diamantero, and they listen to this music, and it brings money every single day. Not a lot of money, $10, I don't know how much this brings me, because I only know I see the total, but if I do the breakdown, I don't know, maybe this brand brings me $300 every month. But if I was only making this, I might turn these 300 into 3,000 per month. Easy, just by making a ton of music, promoting it, etc. And look, every time I'm playing this music, the music that you hear in the background from Diamantero, that is me, on my YouTube channel, I get paid for copyright. I get paid because it's playing on my YouTube channel and you are watching it, and the money is in a closed circuit, because I can say, YouTube knows that 400 people watch this live, and people will watch it after as well, etc. Some people will Shazam because they want to know what's the name of this song, etc. They will buy it on iTunes. Here's another way to make money. Another way to make money as a beat maker is telling people, hey, this is what I did, for example, with Nelson Freitas. Nelson Freitas asked me to do a beat for him, so I did this beat called Deeper. Gave him the beat, I even performed on it. The song came out, and I was like, okay, in exchange, when I need you on a song, you come through. Yeah, of course. So when I needed him on the song, he came. He made his money from Deeper. I made my copyright money from Deeper as well. And he came on my song. I made money from the song. He made money from his song as well. and then we did Rebound Chicken, etc. So now when people come and they ask me for a beat, yeah, if I don't know them, I will tell them $2,000. But if I know them and I want to work with them or whatever, or let's do an exchange. I did that with Ciquato Pedro not so long ago. I did him 2 songs for his album. In exchange, he came to perform in my album. So if you are a beat maker and you are not a singer like me, let's say Kaysha asks you for a beat. Yo, CV Beats, I want a beat. Okay, I'll give you a beat for free. But I'm having this project that I'm producing that I'm going to release myself on my label, and I want you to sing on it. Okay. It doesn't cost me nothing to sing somewhere. I have my own studio at home. So you can do exchanges. And the good thing about exchanges is that exchanges is something for the long term. And then you own catalog and the other person owns catalog. And the long game is owning catalogs. Selling beats is something for the instant. It's not something for the future. So there's something you can think about, but I think we're gonna do a whole episode about how to make money as a beat maker. Let me add to my list of subjects. Let me add. I'm gonna replace Know Your Worth. How to make money as a beat maker. All right. Listen, the list of subjects that I have, watch. That's the list of subjects that I have. How to make money as a beat maker, content strategies, pragmatism, the best decision of my music career, meeting a girl, white producers in Zouk, never sing for other singers. Like, I have a lot of subjects. I got a ton of subjects. I have to take the time and work on them. But yeah, that one is nice. How to make money as a beat maker. We'll have a good talk about that. That would be cool to know how you can make cash online. Yeah, we're gonna have a whole episode about that. Are you reacting to the crazy story? That guy was amazing. I'm telling you. That guy was a magician. He created a hotel in 5 minutes. Listen, the crooks that we met in 25 years, top level crooks. Listen, we met some crooks. We made some serious crooks. Listen, setting a story. I got a bunch of them like this one. Nah, nobody did. Actually, yeah, that was a good ending. That's true. I can only imagine the thing you've seen and experienced with so many characters in this lesson, bro. You know this business. I've seen some things. And listen, there's some shady characters, not only in the promoters, but also the business, the labels, but also the artists. There's a lot of shady artists out there. There's a lot of people, oh my God. Keep going with the stories. Yeah, she speaks English and French and Spanish and Creole from Guyane. That's true. Yeah, I'm gonna have Glenn pass by. What happened between Ali and Nichols? Well, they were in the studio together not so long ago, I think. So let me see the Instagram of Nichols. I think they were in the studio not so long ago. Nichols. I I think I saw a photo of them in the studio. Or didn't I? Damn, I swear I saw them in the studio together. Oh. Yeah, maybe it was in the story. But I remember seeing them in the studio. Anyway. But you know, what happened back then was the same thing that happened every time, you know. When there's too much money, too much ego, things fall apart because of the people from outside. But when I have him in the show, we will ask him all the questions, né? But yeah, listen, the combination between Ali Angel and Nichols in the Red album, I think from Zouk to R&B, nobody can top that. They killed the game at that time. It ain't easy to make money as a beat maker today. That's true, bro. But the problem is, like I said, a lot of people believe that the only way to make money as a beat maker is to sell beats. And that's not true. There's a ton of ways how you can make money as a beat maker. I see all of you guys, and I go check your YouTube channels. I've been in all you guys' YouTube channels, and there's a lot of things that you guys are not doing. You guys could do live stream. You guys could test plugins. You guys could look, I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you a video that I have on my YouTube channel called Candy Zouk, I think is the name of this video. Kaysha, Candy Zouk. What is the name of this? Oh, there it is. Candy Zouk free. Check this out. Maybe I should just download this one. Wait. Let me download this video. Candy Zouk 3. Huh? What? That's not the name? What happened? Okay, Candy Zouk. Show all. There you go. Okay, let me download this and play it for you. I hope it works. Where is it? Downloads. Okay, check this out. You see, this, for example, it's a video that I made of me producing a beat, and who filmed those whole thing was either me by myself or my girlfriend at the time was just filming me. And I made like this small music video of me playing, and at the same time I'm showcasing the programs that I'm using, the keyboards and etc. So this video has 20,000 views. If I have 10 videos like this that make 20,000 views, that's 200,000 views. If I have another, let's say 50 videos like this and I make 1 million views, I get $2,000. Here's a way to make money doing something that you love, which is making music. And a lot of people are not trying to understand the new world. They are trying to be what their hero were 20 years ago. 20 years ago, nobody was making beats. It cost too much money to buy the equipment, so we were alone in the market. Today, anybody with a computer that costs $100 can make a beat. It's easy. You go to splice.com or Lander, you download 5 loops, you put them together, you have a beat and it sounds good. So everybody can make a beat today. So because everybody can make a beat, what is important is not anymore the product. What is important is the brand. And none of you guys are working on your brand. If you work on your brand and your brand become recognizable in the sea of the rain of beats coming from all the millions of beat makers out there, you are just one among the others. What makes you stand out in the sea is either you a big fish or you an island. If you have your island, you survive in the sea. If not, you just another fish. And yeah, we have to do a whole show about that, where we really explore all the ways that you can make money. But the number one way is, as an artist, as a beat maker, as whatever, is establish your brand. Like, look, I'm doing a live show at 3 a.m. Lisbon time. Why are people here? One, the brand. People know Kaysha. I could have called my show Kaysha's Club or Kaysha's Table Talk or whatever. I called it Club Shada because I wanted to start from zero with a brand and show you how we went from 50 people watching on the first episode to 400 now every episode. How did I do that? It's Club Shada. But yeah, the value. I'm doing something, it's online, it's on YouTube. If I did the same thing on Instagram, I would have 2,000, 3,000 people watching every episode because I have a ton of people following me on Instagram. But because I want to monetize it and I want this to be something for a long time and I want all my episodes to be available, I want the quality, I want to use a nice camera, etc. I start doing this way. And what is bringing you guys again every week? DJ T, Bruno, Rosa, Emmanuel, Julie, etc. It's the value. It's the value that I bring to people. I'm a beat maker myself. I love watching beat makers make beats. I love it because I know what they're doing. I love watching the craft because I'm a lover of the craft myself. So as beat makers, start watching a lot of these channels. Start watching the channels of some of those beat makers and look at the content they are doing, what is working, and start doing the same thing. All of you guys have home studios, programs, computers, internet, so there's no excuse. Selling beats is kind of impossible today. There's too many. There's, again, economy 101. When there's too much demand, there's too much offer compared to the demand, the price goes down. And yeah, there's not enough artists. There's too many artists, but there's not enough artists for the number of beats that come out every day. So people, thank you so much, Mad Music. So because there's so much, there's so many beats out there and nobody to buy them because there's too many beat makers. Well, actually, there's no money to be made on selling those beats. But if you have 100 beats and you put your 100 beats on YouTube, what happens? People start listening to them. You build your brand. Let me show you YouTube. Let me show you somebody that I work with. I did the strategy with him. Like, I remember telling him, do this, do this, do this. So this is, let's go to Malcolm Beats channel. So this is Malcolm Beats channel, 20,000 followers. And see, since we start working on his, we talked and then he start doing his thing on his own, of course. But look, he has now videos and videos and videos and videos of what? Of instrumentals. And you see, you can go and check out all these beats. All this is instrumentals. He's a beat maker. And he has urban keys, kizomba, whatever, trap. Look at all this. All these are videos. All these are beats. You see the quality of the channel? You make some nice photo, something. You use the words that are working. Of course, some remixes with me, but he uses the words that are working. Urban keys, everybody dance urban keys now. So you have a lot of video called urban keys 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And he has a graphical chart. It's beautiful to look. And a remix by Kaysha, for Kaysha, whatever. And look, every video has 500 views, 500 views. So you're like, 500 views is nothing. Okay, multiply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 5,000 views now. Another 10, 10,000. Another 10, 15,000. So if you take all these videos that have 1,000 views, etc., at a point you start making serious bucks, because all of this is a catalog that can create tomorrow some good passive income. And the problem of the people is that they are chasing for the result, which is making the beats or selling the beat, and they forget that today what is more interesting is loving the process. Love the process of making beats. Film yourself making the beats. Look, it take me less time to just take my computer and make a beat or record a song by myself. It takes me 30 minutes, 45 minutes top. It's gonna take me a little more time if I'm doing it live, because I'm talking to you guys, I'm seeing your comments, etc., right? But I prefer doing it live because I'm giving you value. In exchange of this value, you guys are either liking the video, watching more videos, subscribing to my channel, watching the ads, etc., and then you make money on the long term. So look, I've been here talking for 2 hours, and so we had 400 playbacks and we had 10. Thank you, Mr. Simmons. Thank you, Rosa. Thank you, Mad Music. That's 10 plus, and there you go. And another 10 that just came. So that's 20, that's 30, okay? So we made 30 tonight, okay? Now, you might say to yourself, Yeah, but that's only 30. Yeah, listen. If I make 30 every video and I have 100 videos, that's 3,000. You see what I mean? And thank you so much, DJ IT. Is DJ IT right? Yeah. Thank you so much, DJ IT, for the $10 super chat. Let's say that today, with more or less 25 people watching at the same time, I make 30. Let's say I double or triple or multiply by 10 the number of people watching in 200 episodes, right? 50 weeks from now, next year, let's say now we have, instead of having, like today, we had 30 people watching at the same time, more or less 400 people coming and going, right? Let's say we multiply this number by 10. And instead of having 4 people giving 10, 20, whatever, for the value that I'm giving, we now have 40 people. And instead of making 30 in one episode, we make 300. And let's say that I do Club Shada on Wednesdays and on Sundays. So it means in 1 week I make 600. In 2 weeks I make 1,002. In 1 month I make 2,004. There you go, 2 months of rent. But that's the process that I love. What I love is not when I'm there. What I love is today, tomorrow. What I'm doing right now is you are seeing the creation of this in front of your eyes. You have seen me create a new business. Listen, at least 10 people send me emails telling me, hey, I've seen your Club Shada. It's amazing. I love the quality, the value that you're giving. How much to spend an hour on the phone with you? And I say, $300. So if these 3 people that I reply now. If in these 10 people, 3 people take an hour, that's $900. You see what I mean? It means that from what I've been giving, stories, conversation, business ideas, some people are willing now. Some people who I never seen in the comments, but they seen the videos after, or maybe they see the little 10-minute snippets that I do from the live on my YouTube channel or maybe on Instagram, and they're like, yo, I need to talk to this guy about my business. I need to, talk ideas. How much to talk directly to you? Yeah, that's 300 for 1 hour. Boom. Let's say now let's say in a year, instead of having 10 people sending me email, and I have 100 people sending me emails saying, yo, I want to talk to you for 2 hours. I want to talk about my DJ, or I want to talk about this, or I want to talk about my business. I want you to check my Instagram, check my YouTube. I want you to check my business, my label. I want you to listen to my music, whatever. I want you to consult. And let's say I have 10 person every week that want to spend 10 hours. That's 3,000 every week. That's 12,000 every month. And all this will come from what I'm doing now for free. And this is what a lot of beat makers are not understanding, because they are trying to sell beats, which is, even me who used to sell beats for 3,000 15 years ago, I don't sell beats anymore because it's useless. I prefer exchanging a beat to an artist in exchange of him singing for me, and then I can sell his song because he has a big name. And on the long term, I'm gonna make money every day from his song. you have to unlearn everything you learned, and you have to undream all the dreams you had, and you have to set up new objectives. But yeah, let's do a whole episode about this. Let's do a whole episode about beat making, like as beat makers, like the beat makers episode. I'm gonna add it to the schedule. What advice you have about opening a label? Don't. This needs a whole episode, bro. We're gonna exactly, Gilberto. Exactly. Like I mentioned previously, what advice do you have about making money in publishing? I'm seeing opportunities with publishing artists in Latin America and Africa, not only, but distribution. In countries like Guinea Equatorial, they can't monetize their YouTube and upload to Spotify. I see opportunities like this. Yep. All this, we need a whole episode about this. Because if we start talking now, we're going to have... it's 3 a.m. Hell no. Ego is the fastest way to go broke. Not good business. Preach, preach, preach. Nico's new song is good. Yeah, I heard it before it came out. It's great. Actually, I was invited to come to the music video, but not only is quarantine, but I'm not in Paris, so I can't go to the video shoot. But yeah, it's a great song. I miss Candy Zouk. My next album, not number 10 but number 11, is gonna be a Candy Zouk album. So yeah. I killed all these videos. I typed Kaysha in studio or making a beat. You've been doing this for a while. YouTube money early. Yeah, listen. YouTube has been paying my rent since 2008. Simple as that. Simple as that. I've been paying my rent with YouTube since 2008. If I don't do nothing, and I just stay home, and yeah, YouTube will take care of the rent. So yeah, it's just because of all these videos and the fact that you can monetize. And this is why, again, I don't understand why all these dumb artists are on Instagram singing for free, where they could do it on YouTube. But hey, everybody do what they have to do. That's how I got Silent. I saw you using it and I had to get it. See? Exactly. So now, if I start telling Silent and all these companies, hey, I got my show, do you want your logo here? If I start telling them this, do you want your logo here? And we're gonna do and I'm gonna do a whole show about your plugin. This is how you start generating income from those companies. And as beat makers, all these guys, that's what they're doing. They're receiving a ton of stuff from Native Instruments and stuff, but all you have to do is start your YouTube channel, start your viewership, find your niche, and then have some content, have a few hours, a few videos with a few thousands of views, and then start sending messages to all these brands. And you don't know, like a lot of these brands will be like, yeah, you want to do a video with my plugin? Of course. And look, you see, CV Beats got a program because I was using it in a video. It means that these people could have paid me a percentage. You see what I mean? And this is what I do now. This is why, you can click. The program that I'm using to do this is called Ecamm. I don't know who took the link from my page, but they sent me $40 just because I sent them a customer. Simple as that. That's the logo I love the most, and I'm about to get the t-shirt soon with that logo. Hey, that logo is iconic, I know. I like to change my logo every year, but The original is the original. I'm gonna do a jacket soon with the logo in the back, the original logo. Keep spreading the truth and knowledge. Thank you so much for all your support in my music through the episodes. Yes, knowledge and experience is value. Indeed, indeed, indeed. My pleasure. Thank you for the support, DJ IT. The other thing is the URL to make it more visible. Indeed, indeed. The hardest thing is to unlearn the old ways. The old ways are gone. Listen, you are a DJ. DJing is not what DJing used to be. I used to go with the DJ cut killers, all the old DJs in Paris 20, 30 years ago, and they had big Fanta boxes, and sometimes we used to help them take the boxes and put them in the club. And now everything can be in a pen drive like this. So this changes the business. The fact that, listen, anybody today, listen, I got on my iPad, I got a program. Let me see if I have it here. Do I have this program? Wait. Tractor DJ. With this program, I can play anything and it will sync for me. I don't know how you use it. So I don't know how you choose a song, but I guess there you go. You have a bunch of songs here. You have tracks. You choose a track, tap to load. The track is in there. And now I can just play. There you go. You're playing a song, and then you track and you add another one, and so imagine I plug my iPad now to have the waveform, right? I put it here down in the screen. I put the two waveforms, okay, and imagine that. What's going on here? Yeah. Now, imagine I put the waveforms here, of the songs playing, and now I play songs, and I say, because you are playing other people's song, you can live stream on YouTube, but you cannot monetize because it's not your songs, right? But if you have the option to do a super chat, you put it here on the top. I don't know if you see on my chat. Look at the chat on the top. You see that blue thing here on the top on iPad? I don't know how does it look on the phone? Let me see how it looks on the phone. So you see on the top of that blue thing, right? Oh, oops, sorry. That blue thing, it says brought to you by shadaware.com, right? So if you click, it will take you to Shadaware, okay? Let's say you're a DJ, and on that top thing on where you pin, you say $10 to play the song you like. $10 for request. And so now you're gonna DJ, you're gonna play songs, you're gonna make money on YouTube, but you can make money every time somebody wants to listen to a specific song. I'm gonna play 1 hour of compa, I'm gonna play 1 hour of zouk, and I'm gonna play 1 hour of kizomba. So if you have a request, it's $10 for a song directly in the super chat. Bam, you have 10 requests in 3 hours, you made 100. If you play quarantine, let's say you play every day like D-Nice, and you have the amount of people coming, and every time somebody requests, boom. Or let's say you want me to play your own song, or a song that is your song, that's not a song that didn't come out. You're an artist, nobody knows you. You want me to play your song, $25. I was watching a live show of a guy yesterday, and he was he's a beat maker called Legend. Something. I don't remember. Sorry, I don't remember the name. But his show was, I will listen to your songs. I will listen to your songs and I will critique your songs. Anybody that has a song, just send me your song by email, and you pay $25 in the super chat for me to put you in the queue. If you want me to listen to you before everybody and to not wait and to be the first or to be on the top of the queue, you pay $50. And so I was watching the chat and I was watching what's going on. Even I was about to send him $25 for him to listen to one of my songs even. And all those kids were sending $25. Yo, listen to my song. Yo, me, listen. And one guy came, $50, bam, nah, me. And I don't know, I watched him for, 30 minutes. And in the 30 minutes that I watched, he probably made around, $300 just of people wanting to be heard. You see what I mean? And all these strategies to make money, especially while everybody's online, are the right way. You can make a show on Zoom. You can make a whole party that is private on Zoom to have the code to enter and to have your email in the RSVP. You need to pay X. All these things can be done. But a lot of people are here crying because there's no club. Well, listen, there will be no club. They're all dead now. So either you find new ways, either you cry because the ways of the past are gone. Listen, did you hear me cry one time that I'm not performing? No. Because I stopped loving performing? Hell no, I love performing. But I know I'm not going to perform because there's no show. The only places where you have shows is Africa and China. And yeah, I went to do my show in Africa. I got paid very well. I paid my whole rent for 6 months, and I paid the school of my daughter and the school of my son for the trimester. Good. That was done. And I came back here. Now I'm cool. And I'm not missing the connection because I'm talking to you guys twice a week. And I feel like I'm working because I have to come and have something to say 2 times a week, even when I'm tired. And that's great. And every time I'm going to do an hour, and look, I do 3 hours all the time. And then tomorrow when I wake up, I will look at the best moments of this show, and I will cut them into small episodes and of 10 minutes or 15 minutes. And then I will post them on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, and it will create value to some people who will come, and then they will come see the show live. You see what I mean? And this is why, and the contrary to a lot of artists, I don't care that there's no shows because I have my own show. And if I really need to sing, I'm like, I really want to sing. Well, I have a microphone here, I have my beats, I will do a show live for you guys. And yeah, listen. Actually, I should do a show live. Good idea. But yeah, you see what I mean? Unlearning that the old ways are gone is exactly the key. Is the key. What up, Zilal? People don't know how powerful this digital world is and how much money one can make, and that's why I want to get into distribution. Listen, if you do a distribution and you take 20% of everybody, yeah, you can actually make a ton of money. That's actually an advice I just gave to a friend of mine who's a manager of artists, but he hasn't sold any show for 8 months because all the clubs are closed. And I told him, go see all the old Cap Virgin artists and distribute their albums. You give them 80%, you keep 20% for you. So if money is made, you are part of the passive income. But all this is going to be part of a video. The pin comment. Yeah. Thank you, my dear assistant and cousin Joel, for reminding me English. Anyway, guys, I guess on a fait le tour. And that's, in conclusion, I think it's really important to know your worth. Because if you don't know your worth, and you have to, I'm not talking about your worth of what you dream that your worth is, but you have to understand the market, you have to understand your place in the market, and then you have to know what is your worth. And you have to know that if people are calling you because of your name in a party and the party is full, it means your worth is something. It's something I've been teaching my wife, for example, as she does photos, and she has her Instagram, and she has a lot of people following her, almost 200,000 people. I tell her all the time, I understand that when all this started, you were happy to receive dresses for free, but you have to understand that the people who are sending you those dresses, they are sending the same dresses for $100, $200, $300. So if somebody buys a dress that costs $300 because they saw you on a picture, then the person who sent you the dress for free and probably paid that dress only $30 to create, and then they sell for $300, they just invested $30 plus package, that's $40 to send you something. And if because of you they sold free dresses, they made $900. And if they keep sending you dresses, it means that they are probably selling 10 dresses every time you do a photo. So stop giving them photos for free. Start charging for the photos. And now my wife is making her own money. And she's independent. And yeah, you see what I mean? It's super important to understand your worth. So, let's think about it. Let's sleep on that. Let's dwell on it, and let's do a special episode where we will go a little further in that. And in the next episode, I will download this game called Ludo, and we'll start playing together. I want to try that soon, but I want to first get my new microphone and change my setup a bit. It's a little messy here. Thanks for sharing this thought. Actually, it's on my next year plan. I will be doing plugin and VST tutorials. Yes, I already have someone who created his first plugin, and I will be testing it soon. Amazing. Therese, I hope this show was of value to you. So this show, as always, has been brought to you by shadaware.com. And I want to make you listen to, before I go, I'm going to make you listen to a track by me, Diamantero and Kaysha, but both are me, Let me put the link. It's called Mokili Yabiso. Mokili Yabiso, which means in Lingala means our world or our country. And this is the link for those who want to listen to it. Yes, a lot to think about, brother. And it's a song that I released not so long ago, and I really hope that you like it. It's an amapiano, and I really love this song. So let's listen to it, and let's see each other Wednesday. And as always, it's been a pleasure to be here talking with you guys, exchanging with you guys. Thanks for everybody who showed up. Before you go, if you would do the service for me to not only like this video, but once the live is over, please go to my latest video. I have a vlog that I just put. It's just out now. It's called it's my vlog number 862, Please, I would love it if each one of you left a like to the vlog and maybe a comment. That would be amazing. So I will see you Wednesday, same time, on Club Shada. My dear Shatter Gang, I want to give a kiss to everybody. Put some hearts in the comments if this conversation was of value to you. And let's listen to Mokili Abiso, and we see each other Wednesday. Bless.
Well in the house that my mama built for me. All is well in the land that my papa got for me. I got love, I got love, I got love infinitely. Well, it must be the land